When you've been dieting your whole life, this season of festive foods and drinks can be even more stressful when you're just surrounded by holiday treats everywhere. The snacks are at work, at home, shopping and parties, and drinks too. From Halloween to New Year, it feels like one big celebration, which, while a lot of fun, it tends to involve eating and drinking more than usual for most of us, myself included. So you're probably drinking a lot more already, and maybe you feel like you just can't eat in moderation when it comes to those holiday cookies and treats. What I find is that once the festivities begin, clear back in October with fall parties and special foods, the floodgates simply open. And it starts with your brain. When your brain offers you that thought that, it's just one bite, one latte, one party, one cocktail, and on and on. But each time you indulge, your brain and your hormones begin to normalize and justify more reasons to indulge until you finally find yourself eating all the eats and drinking all the drinks with that promise to recommit in the new year. Does that sound familiar? And this cycle of just one bite or one drink, but then turning into a situation of no willpower and being totally off track with a big promise to get back on track actually happens all year long. See, we don't see that. But in the holidays, there's more pressure, more stress, and more temptations. Truly, we set ourselves up for failure because it's a lie we tell ourselves that this is just part of the holiday challenge. It's an all-year challenge, my friends. We just think it's the holidays. Now, understandably, you want to enjoy the season. I get that. But then you get mad at yourself for putting on a lot of weight over the next few weeks, or maybe you already have put on weight. So how do you find the balance, and how do you escape this vicious cycle of cravings, justifying indulgences, and then feeling deep self-loathing, only to make yourself promise that you won't do it again? I'm Kristen Tinker, food addiction and weight loss expert. Welcome to December and the final and best stretch of the year. Now today I want to give you the easy steps to start breaking this holiday cycle so you can tackle it once and for all to stay on track all year for permanent weight loss. It's what I help women do. Losing weight is hard to begin with. We know this. And so the notion of starting or even continuing a weight loss journey through December can feel like an impossible proposition with the stress and that probability of losing all the progress that you've made within the space of just 1 month. And this is actually what is driving the whole cycle, not just now, but all year. And it's fear that is lurking inside your body. Your feelings of fear are keeping you stuck in a cycle of indulgences. We just use the holiday foods as an excuse. Now think about that. Food cravings start in the fall when your mind starts offering you thoughts of food scarcity, that you can only get that pumpkin spice flavor in the cooler months. Seasonal flavors, comfort food, and favorite family recipes take on a whole new meaning for at least 1/4 of the year. It's that FOMO, fear of missing out. But let's be honest, food scarcity is a real thing because your ancestors' food scarcity was actually real to them. It was a thing that they had to attend to for survival, but it's not true. Food scarcity is in your DNA, but you can get those fall flavors any time of the year. See, it's not true that you can only get them now. Your aunt can make that Thanksgiving pie in June. You can make peppermint cheesecake in March. Instead, we fear that we're going to miss out, and we tell ourselves a lie that these flavorful treats are going to vanish in weeks or months. Your brain thinks it's protecting you by offering thoughts of food scarcity that's rooted in your DNA, but that thought is just an emotionally primitive brain that doesn't see the truth. So it makes sense that if your mind is dominated with thoughts of food scarcity at least 25% of the year, that you can only get certain foods during specific times of the year, then weight loss will feel daunting to even the strongest person, because thoughts of food scarcity release dopamine in your brain, stimulating you to move towards the food. See, dopamine is a movement hormone. Now you know the rest of the story. When you excitedly move towards your favorite fall and winter flavored food, dopamine driven, you're most definitely going to eat it. Your willpower stands no chance when it's pitted against hormones. And dopamine's a big one that excites, pleases, and stimulates. It is a happy hormone. Dopamine is most notably involved in helping us feel pleasure as part of our brain's reward system. Sex, shopping, smelling cookies, baking in the oven during the holidays. All of those can trigger the release of dopamine. It's a neurotransmitter that is involved in making you feel good. It's a neurotransmitter. It affects your brain. See, we get lost in our own cycle of pleasure, all driven by the lies our brain offers, releasing happy hormones, and making us think we're going to miss out on those foods. Sadly, this dopamine is a totally strong hormone. It makes you believe that you can have just one bite. But you and I know how that ends, because once your hormone dopamine is in power, convincing you that you should have one bite, you're totally out of control. Dopamine takes over your brain. It prevents you from standing in your power to have just one bite. See, one bite turns into 2, 3, 4, and more, probably followed by drinks too. Then your fear of missing out turns into fear of gaining weight and fear of feeling guilty for it. So you might find yourself numbing out even more by overeating and emotionally eating the next day, and on and on and on. That sounds like, I already blew my diet, so why does it matter? I'll get back on track in the new year. But is that true? No, in fact, the cycle just repeats. Please stop the self-loathing. This is not an issue of having more willpower, having the right diet, exercising the right way, or any of the other lies we tell ourselves. Those are simply automatic negative thoughts, or ants, that are unilaterally not true. Your brain just offers them from a place of survival. If you're ready to get the most out of these next few weeks, then I want to invite you to do the one thing that will make it easier. And that's to get present with your thoughts, to start identifying the automatic negative thoughts, those ants, the lies your brain is offering you that are rooted in your survival, but they're not true. Choose more accurate thoughts that serve your goals and that allow you to stand in your power no matter what, moment to moment. See, this moment to moment standing in your power with accurate thoughts is what I help you to do. It's the key to permanent weight loss. And it's what I help you do in my free Crush Your Cravings online video series and my private Facebook page to support you, which you can access through the link that I've attached. But for now, just be present with yourself today in this very moment. Check in with yourself. Listen to your thoughts and be non-judgmental. Be that outside observer, and then push back on your thoughts that are rooted in fear and food scarcity. It's not true. I'm talking about fearful thoughts that you cannot lose weight right now. That's not true. Fearful thoughts about the food you think you will miss out on, which is also not true. And fearful thoughts that you'll overeat and feel bad. You won't. You can stand in your power. Remember, it's just food that you can get any time of the year. Be present with yourself and with your emotions, with choosing accurate thoughts that support standing in your power to stay on track. Being in the moment helps you to lose weight permanently, even in the holidays. So bring the energy that you can actually enjoy the holidays. Feel relaxed and not stressed or frazzled when holiday events roll around. Stand in that power with your accurate thoughts and check in with your body to see if you need rest, food, water, a day off. I promise you, it's not about that special holiday food that your body is craving. And it helps you stay focused on what you truly treasure, what truly matters when you're present with yourself and with your emotions, instead of getting all caught up in the hustle and bustle. Take just a few minutes of slowing down, catching your breath, noticing your surroundings, and then that will help you to start choosing accurate thoughts that actually serve you. But you got to calm that brain first. It sounds counterintuitive, but slowing down and checking in with yourself, listening to your thoughts, can increase your ability to stay on track. And it helps to get your dopamine levels back to a healthy tonic level. So do what you can, but be gentle with yourself. That means get good food, sleep, eat nutritious food, get your workout in, and let your brain be bored. Don't forget to stop and appreciate the scenery while you get it done too. Before you get back to your to-do list today, here's a challenge. Set aside 10 minutes. Look at your calendar, calm your brain, have that boredom, and start listening to your thoughts with total honesty, no judgment. What do you hear? Do you hear thoughts of fear of missing out? Do you hear thoughts of food scarcity? I want you to stand in your power today with accurate thoughts, because you're the most important commitment to you. It starts with calming your brain, listening to your thoughts, and showing up for yourself moment to moment. Until then, I'll see you next time, and I'll see you in that Crush Your Cravings Facebook page.